love with the flow. On tank, on breezy, on smoke. We back at it like a bad habit. Cooked up another show, people gotta have it. We gon' talk how we talk, player. Everything we talk about is from the heart, player. 4 dudes, different swag, different everything. Not the same, but we bond like a wedding ring. Whoa, we fantastic with the slick talk. 4 waves, so you know we from a different walk of life. Tune in, better buckle up. Smoke might say whatever, gotta listen up. Breezy coming with the juice, take a good soul. You know your boy G Love fitting any role. So gather round, get your popcorn. Tune in, it's the Unks. Showtime. I say showtime. Now it's go time.
Yo, what's good? What's good? Welcome back to another episode of the Unks Show. And it's your boy G Love.
On Tank.
On Breeze.
On Smoke Diddy.
And we back with another episode 13, called Trauma, Fears, and the Shutdown. So we're gonna get into that a little later. But before we start that, we want to start off with some current events. And we want to apologize for taking so long to bring out another episode. I know y'all used to saying a new episode, once a week. But we've been trying to do like these little lives now. So we hope y'all enjoying these lives. Be patient with us. We're gonna rock with y'all a little bit heavier, but it's coming slowly but surely. But let's go on current events right here. So today's current event is basically surrounded around my man Diddy. You got Diddy locked up. You got 50 Cent with the Diddy documentary. You know what I mean? So, basically, what y'all think, fellas?
I mean, of course, we all know Diddy done some crazy stuff, whatever.
Right.
But he a great one. My opinion on 50, I'm not gonna knock this man hustle. He is a hustler and he sees where he can make money. He gonna, take a stab at it. That's why, if y'all notice, everything that 50 does, he don't bring out just one show. He does episodes that keeps the person in the crazy, thinking mind interested. Mm-hmm. Because it's like, oh, what's going to happen next? Or okay, I saw this much, and now like, oh man, what's coming on next episode? You know what I mean? So I feel like this is a money move for him. This is not a trying to embarrass Diddy. This is a money move for him.
No, I think you're trying to embarrass Diddy.
I disagree with you, Smoke. Because Diddy got plenty of money, man. He got different avenues to make money, different shows, different stuff that make money. It's not about. I'm sorry, 50. Yeah. 50 has different avenues to make money. It's personal. It's personal. I think it's about the female chick that Puffy was smashing, baby mom. Yeah. I think it's personal right here.
Baby Daphne.
But let me take a stab in. You really think it's personal? And,
yes.
And he was doing stuff with Diddy, and he knew that Diddy was knocking off these people and probably knocking off his baby mom.
No, he didn't know that. But you got to remember, before Diddy got locked up, they was beefing back and forth. Remember, because he went on TV talking about how Diddy wanted to take him shopping, and they've been going at it for the longest.
I think.
And he just caught Diddy in this vulnerable stage where,
When 50 found out he was smashed, that his baby mom was at the freak-offs, participating in the freak-offs, allegedly, that's when he got bitter in his feelings and he just had nothing but hate for Diddy.
I think it's the powers that be strategically saw this and said, this is our opportunity to knock this man down completely without doing it and making it look racial. Who in the industry doesn't like Diddy? They went and saw it was 50. So 50 has a problem because his baby mom, 50 has a problem with asking to take him shopping. The powers that be said, you know what? Let's get 50 to take this man down and knock him down even more, because Puffy is so talented, he can recover from this, get his alcohol back up, get his music back up, and be a billionaire that'll mess with our establishment again. The alcohol industry doesn't like Diddy. You know what I mean? They don't like him. Did he do something wrong with the powers that be, the Illuminati, whatever conspiracy you want to say? I think he did. I think he messed up. How do we do this without making it look racial? We get another rapper, a black man, to attack him when he's down, so he can't come back up.
That's the part I don't.
That's what it is.
But I disagree with that. I disagree with that because knowing 50, how we know 50 is not a guy that listens to other people or follows somebody else's rules. He always want to make his own rules.
If the powers that be tell him, Larry, he gonna listen.
I'm gonna say this because the powers that be tried to change the situation at Stars, and he completely left Stars and said, I'm gonna do my own thing because nobody's gonna restructure my vision into their vision, and I'm gonna do it my way.
But he's still gonna be working under the powers that be. If he leaves Stars, there's some other network that's still the powers that be that he's gonna be on.
No, but he created his own network. Now he probably still works.
Yeah, but it's still gonna be under the powers.
Now he has the power to say and do whatever he want to do with his show and his brand.
That's what it looked like to us. But to the powers that be still running 50. The powers that be, believe me, I'm telling you, the powers that be told 50, yo, go after this boy. So it don't look as racially motivated as it is. It was a black billionaire that was trying to jump into the alcohol establishment. The black billionaire that probably pissed off the powers that be, and they said, yo, we can't make this look so racially motivated. Everything he got charged with, the RICO stuff, he didn't get charged with that stuff, really. You know what I mean? All the bringing people in and all this other stuff that they made, he didn't get charged with that, really. So what I'm saying is the powers that be orchestrated this out good.
Charged with prostitution, transporting prostitution.
But not the RICO case that they tried to get him for.
They didn't get him a RICO case. They didn't get him for
exactly.
It was a child smuggling.
But hold on.
So how do we kick this man when he's down so he don't come back?
Well, again,
Diddy is a challenge to the white establishment. A black man trying to get into the alcohol field. A black man almost up there with the power structure of the white establishment. They didn't want that no more. Let's knock him when he's down. We don't want it to look racially motivated. Sick another black rapper on him, and that's it.
I don't think it's 50 Cent. 50 Cent is just a petty type of guy. The same thing he did to Ja Rule.
That's why we should be motivated. They know
but they didn't motivate him to do that to Ja Rule. He did that out of because what was going on with
that Ja Rule thing, G, you got to think about this.
It's the same thing.
Back in the day when Irv Gotti,
that was beef with them.
Back then.
But you miss what I'm saying, though. How he did that to him.
Because they actually put hands on each other.
Because 50 tried to, like, Diddy had things against 50 and, personal shit against 50. And 50 kicking him way the fuck down and adding more to the situation. So it's like I think more of
but you don't think that was motivated from somebody. You don't think nobody called 50 up and was like, yo,
because
let's get this boy. I'm gonna tell you something nice.
He already kept saying that before Diddy was even gonna get locked up, and everybody kept saying, well, where's that? Even Dame Dash, well, where's that? He keeps saying,
so let me ask you a question: what do 50 got against Jay-Z then? He's trying to take Jay-Z down too.
He got something against all of them.
So what do you got against Jay-Z?
They didn't look at it on that same platform they on. It's like they shunned on it, and they shitted on him. Like they was in their world. Not to mention them guys had their own little secret little way how they do things, and he didn't fuck with that. But he's a street dude.
Yeah, they all. This is strategically planned out, guys. Just like
street dudes, just like Dame Dash, just like Ja Rule, Irv Gotti.
Jay-Z wasn't a street dude.
Diddy wasn't a street dude, and you know Diddy wasn't a street dude.
No, his mom was a street dude.
Jay-Z was a street dude.
Gary,
Dame Dash.
The powers that be been doing this for the longest, man. When you think about Martin Luther King, when they told Jesse Jackson, don't wear a certain color, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. Jesse Jackson wore a color that the CIA told him to wear so they know when to take the shot. They always make another black man tear us down so it don't look like they did it.
So you believe that?
That's the same thing with Malcolm X.
And I disagree with that, but we can agree to disagree. Everybody got a right to their own opinion. You're right. So I mean,
I'm just but I see what you're saying, because like you said, when they do take a powerful black man down, it be from another black man. That's how they do it.
50 that type of dude.
50, yes, he is. 50 is a petty dude. He's a bully. He's an internet gangster.
He's do it for the money.
And he's getting money. It's different avenues. He's going down. He's getting plenty of money. No, he didn't need that kind of money, man. Yeah.
All right, so
yeah, we can agree to disagree.
Yeah. I mean, like I say, let's start the show. Let's start off with the first topic. What trauma in life changed you the most?
Ah, man, me. It's I ain't gonna hold you. My parents passed away, man. That's what changed me the most right there, man.
Yeah.
A pop died in 06, and my mom died in 08. I had it like back to back, man. So that really changed me the most, man. After that, man, I was definitely was the same person, man. Like for instance, holidays don't really mean anything to me no more. You know, I celebrated them when I was a kid growing up, but after my parents died, it's like I only celebrated because of my wife and kids. Like if it wasn't for them, if I was single, I wouldn't celebrate holidays at all. No holidays at all.
Right.
They don't mean nothing to me. I can go to work. It's like a regular day to me now. A holiday, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Your holidays hit real heavy when your parents was in.
Yeah, they celebrated them. So, you know, I had a joy in my mom. She was like Mrs. Claus. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You know, every kid was they got a toy, one something, money, something. You know, so but right now, like holidays don't mean anything to me right now, man. I see how they come up, man. It's like a regular day to me. Birthday, same thing. I don't care about a birthday or a holiday, man. It's like I don't know. It's just
right. Let me ask you something. There be days that you because you one of the strongest homies you know what I mean? I know.
I appreciate that, man.
Do you be days like you break down like do be days you think of them and you just
of course. Listen, I told you my pop died in 06 and my mom died in 08. Guess what? I still have flashbacks. Just crash. I still crash out here and there when I'm driving. I might hear a song while I ride past. You know, my pop. He went to a church down on Sixty More, like that was like third. This is more Bright Hope Baptist Church. Every time I ride past that thing, I just you know, my pop. He went there faithfully every Sunday. So when I ride past it, man, I get take a deep breath, like, damn, man, this is, you know, that's where we had the service at and everything. Mm-hmm. So yeah, of course, I still got my breakdowns, man. I still till this day, like you never going to get over that. I don't care how old you are, man. You gonna have your moments. Like I can be sitting up in a room by myself, my brain all lights off, TV's off. I'm just sitting back thinking, and they got a flash to my head that brings water to my eyes, man. Yeah.
How about you,
Hey, listen, I feel the same way. I do have breakdowns and, you know, every now and then crash outs or whatever, you know, thinking about my mom and dad and, you know, and I think about them, you know, equally. You know what I mean? You know, I don't think about one more than the other, you know, even though I lost them both the same week, same month. So it was real hard for me back in 93. So, you know, I don't think about my dad more because I was living with my dad and my dad raised me, you know, or I don't think about my mom less because I wasn't living with her or whatever. To tell you the truth, to even level it out, I might even think about my mom a little more. I know I said I don't think about one another more, but I think about my mom a little bit more because, I didn't get to know her. I didn't get to say, mommy, mom. I didn't get to say that. You know what I mean? You know, because at a young age, you know, I wasn't with her. You know what I mean? I was always with my dad. So it was like, you know, I never had that time where I can just say, hey, mom, I need this, or mom, guess what? Or, you know, I never had that because I was taken from my mom when I was 2. So, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's one of the things that, you know, that makes me, you know what I mean? You know, change, you know, like a trauma that changed, you know, part of my life, you know, that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, my biggest trauma, of course, you know, if you follow my story, when I lost my grandma, grandma was one of the strongest people I ever met in my life. I mean, she was like a mother, like a father. And I had a mother, don't get me wrong, but my mom, she kind of raised 2 kids on her own. You know what I'm saying, through the struggle. My grandma stepped in and gave a hand and put her hands on me and raised me a little bit more. And like her leaving this earth, you know what I'm saying, especially the way she left. You know what I mean? She left with so many different things that she wanted to see me do. She left with so many different ideas that she planted into me that she wanted to see come to fruition. And it's like everything that we talked about and it came to fruition once she left this earth. And that's one of the deepest things to me. And like even to this day, like I say, it still hurt me. I still shed tears, like like Big Tank said. You know what I mean? I still shed tears when you ride past the block she lived on, the church she used to go to. When you see a kind of car you ride by, she used to drive. When the song come on the radio that just did that she used to love, that we used to sing together, different things of that nature. You know, holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving just passed. Thanksgiving was one of her prominent holidays where she cooked the biggest dinner and everybody come over the crib and have a good time. You know, Christmas, same thing. You know what I mean? It's like when she left, family is like when she died. Family just died with her. The love, everything just died. It's like the leader just died and everything just disassembled. And there's no more togetherness. Everybody's separate in their own little world. You know what I mean? And I still struggle to this day. You know what I mean? Raising my own family. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's like a trauma that really hurt me and kind of helped me at the same time. You know what I mean? You know, because I stopped being a motherfucking a bullshitter and start taking life a little bit more serious. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah. How about you, Breeze?
Before I talk about mine, I just like, I mean, like I said, Rod, with their situation with their parents, y'all some strong brothers. G Love, one thing I can say, a trauma that I saw you being your best friend for this long, a trauma I saw you overcome and it inspired me a lot, is you overcame not having your father, and I see the way that you are, father. It impressed me, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like times we go to the mall and you can't leave the mall without buying your kids something. You always hit me up like, B, I'm taking the kids here. I can't do this. I can't do that. Like it inspired me, bro. So you know what I mean? I know it's not a trauma you didn't just talk about, but I saw you get through that trauma, man, and it inspired me a lot. Yeah, y'all inspired me. But my trauma, man, I just lost my dad, so I really haven't had time to, you know what I mean, I really ain't really go through it yet. Losing Torian, I mean, I went through that trauma. But I think the trauma that hurts me the most, man, is I really don't think I'm ever gonna have that true love, man. Like I'm gonna tell y'all right now, like I've been traumatized in relationships that I don't think I'm gonna find it. Like and that's the trauma I go through.
Yeah.
So
definitely understand.
You know what I mean?
No, that's definitely. Yeah,
but you know what's funny, bro? That trauma right there. Yeah. That's why we here. We're gonna help you get through that trauma. And really smooth it out to believe that you can find a true love, man, because she's out there waiting. But once you take that lock off and let her in and just give her a chance, it's going to work, man. Because everybody done been through it. You know what I mean? I know I've been through it. Yeah. Once I took that lock off and said, you know what? Okay, I'm just going to get us a chance. I soar like an eagle, man. And it's not easy. It's not easy. And like I said, the trauma with your sons, man, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was deep.
The pop was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like all of us, any loss we had it's not easy. And for all of us to constantly keep moving, and like you say, take care of your family, take care of your kids,
take care of yourself,
still work, move on. I mean, we're going to deal with the mental health of it and struggle and stress alone by ourselves. You know what I mean? Or sometimes with your spouse or your partner or whatever. But like I said, as long as we get up and keep moving, we're going to be good. As long as we don't stand still and fall, as long as we get up and keep moving, like you say, as long as we got a support system around you that's going to keep pushing you. Come on, dog, stop playing. Get your ass up. Let's go. I'm not going to sit on that motherfucking curb. Let's go. Get up. Let's go. We got to go. As long as we got to pick each other up, we should be good, man. We should be good, man. That's a great topic. So let's move on, right? So I'm at y'all. So what scares you about the future? Anybody got any fears about the future?
You know what? I'm a leap out the window with this one. My health.
That's my health. That's deep. That's good.
And I know everything comes to an end because you know we're here on borrowed time, But my health scares me. You know what I mean? And of course, I can get better with it, but it's almost like an addiction. Whatever you was doing in the beginning, it's like hard to overcome that addiction.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I'm just talking about health wise. Like, sometimes, the doctor even say, hey, this and that is going to happen if you don't stop doing this and that. And sometimes if you don't feel it at that point in time, the only time that you want to realize it is when it's almost at the end or it's too late or whatever. You know what I mean? So sometimes you do need that motivation that G-Love was talking about. Come on, man, stop doing this, or come on, man, we gotta get this together. Come on, man, you got a lot more life ahead of you. You know what I mean? We wanna get to we 80, 90. You know what I mean?
God,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? And but that's what scares me. My health.
So to piggyback off something you said, and that's so important with black men. That's so important,
yes,
right there. Your health, our health, and and I'm kind of like you too. Like with my health too. I'm overweight, black man, high blood pressure, borderline diabetes, all that. So my thing is, if what scares me is me not doing something about it now, where I'm able to do something about it now. And then until it's too late. It's too late now. Now you're diabetic. Now you got to take a needle every day. Or now you got high blood pressure. Now you got to take pills for the rest of your life. I mean, we can do something about it now before it becomes too late. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? And that's one of my fears right there. Not doing something about it now before it becomes, dang, I should have been, get my foot cut off because I should have been in the gym working out. I should have been eating right. I should have been doing what I'm supposed to do, so I wouldn't have these issues, or I wouldn't. It came, to this end result right here.
Right.
Doing something about it before it's too late. That's That's how I feel, man.
I mean, what scares me, and Smoke kind of started off with a bang. Health is a fear. I'm borderline. I am diabetic. Luckily I'm still on the pill, and I'm still like bullshitting in life. Keep telling myself I need to do this, I need to do that. How long I got to keep bullshitting, playing games before something actually happens to me? So it's like that's a scary thing for the future. My sex drive. When will it leave, or will it ever leave? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Like, will I be able to perform still and keep my wife happy? Will my wife still love me 10, 20 years from now the same she loved me today? Will I still love her 10, 20? In the future, will I still be stagnated, living check to check, or 9 to 5? Will I have my own business by then? Will I excel and go up, or will something happen which takes me to go down? Like, the future is like crazy. But it's great that I work hard and work towards going up, but we never know what might take that toll and knock you down, because every now and then sometimes you get knocked down and it takes a while to reset. So the future can be bright, the future can be dim, man. That's a crazy question, and that's what scares me about the future, man, is that you don't know, you never know, and the future can be tomorrow. You know what I mean? You never know. All you can do is live day by day and give your all and do the best you can do that day.
100%.
And if you you hear another day, hey man, get your ass up and go harder than you went yesterday. Yeah. But we gotta stop bullshitting. No, not we. I gotta stop bullshitting. I gotta start really, really doing what I say I'm gonna do, as far as exercising, as far as eating, as far as like different things in the nation. Like, we can say it. It's like in the doctor's office. You're here, oh yeah, you need to do this. And you be like, yeah, I gotta do that, doc. I'm gonna do that. And as soon as the fuck you leave, all that go out the window. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So the time is ticking.
Life is an addiction.
And you start feeling pains and start feeling shit that feel weird. And you wonder, like, what the fuck? What did I do? I ain't do nothing.
Can you imagine how crazy it'll look if you didn't do the right things, and then now all of a sudden you gotta get your foot chopped off?
Hey.
And you sitting here like, damn, if only I did what I needed to do.
Yeah.
they're supposed to do, ate right, live right, exercise. You know what I mean? This wouldn't have happened. You're not crazy. You're not crazy to look like, damn, like I get my foot chopped off.
See, we be about everything else, but what's important. We be about, oh yeah, I'm going out and have a good time. We be about, I'm about to go to the mall, go shop. We be about, but you're not being about what's important to you. Take this little 20, 30 minutes, ride the bike. Take this little 20, 30 minutes to take a walk. Take this 20, 30 minutes to do something. Like anything. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we just, I just got to take, like I can't speak for anybody. I don't know how anybody move, but I got to take more time and work on myself.
Self-care.
Versus trying to be the man to everybody else. I got to be the man to me first.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because if I don't be the man to me first, the man to care of myself, how can I take care of this person, take care of that person if my health ain't the fuck right and they counting on me? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, that's my, you know, what scares me about the future.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, how about you, Breeze?
Scare me about the future is am I going to be somebody that my son's going to be proud of? So that's what kind of scared me about the future. So, you know what I mean? I'm just, you know, you just think about, you know what I mean, stuff you're doing, are they going to be proud of you if, you know what I mean, something do happen? So that's all I really worry about is my son's going to look and be like, yo, I'm proud of my dad. I'm proud of the accomplishments he made and, you know what I mean, how he loved me and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's all I really worry about.
Okay.
So let's move on now. So do men understand women because they were never taught how to listen? No, I'm sorry. Do men misunderstand women because they were never taught how to listen?
Maybe because, you know, I mean, like I said, I wasn't raised by my mother. You know, I was raised by my father. So, you know, everything that's in me is a splitting image of my father. You know, everything down to the way I wear my socks is down to my father. You know, I did have a woman figure in my life, but it wasn't a big impact. You know, a positive impact. It was kind of a negative impact. You know, the woman that I had in my life. You know, that was my my father's girlfriend, and I called her my stepmother. You know, and the reason why I say it was a negative impact because mainly the part that I can remember, you know, is when I started getting older and my father passed away, and you know I was living with her, you know, the rest of my younger years, and she made a whole 360, and that kind of, you know, scorned me a little bit, you know, the way she was treating me or whatever, you know. If we all, you know, seen the Antoine Fisher movie, you know, my life was a little bit based off of that, you know, same type how that old lady was treating Antoine Fisher, you know, didn't really care about him or whatever, you know, just was, had him in her house just to collect a check. And, you know, and my life was kind of similar, you know, the lady, my father passed away and all she was worrying about was a Social Security check that was going to be given to me because my dad passed away, and that's how it normally goes. Or whatever, if you know, if your parent was a working person or whatever, you know, and the child is young, you know, is still underage or whatever, you get a check from the parent to give to you to help take care of you, whatever. But you know, mine was. I can't even say it was rocky. It was no rocks, no rocks. You know what I mean? So you know, it was just a straight slope. You know, so.
Damn, bro. Let me tell you something, man. Like, you know, I'm answering the question, but just to reiterate off your situation, like knowing you for so many years, and just to hear the past. I mean, like you overcame some of the most craziest shit that a lot of people fall to.
Yeah, you're right.
And a lot of people change to become homophobic or different things of that nature because they turn to the wrong things to try to survive or try to find. But you took that shit and you created your own lane. You created your own lane. You created your own fucking world. Whereas though somebody can look at you and think nothing never happened to you ever in life. Somebody can come to you with pain, and you ain't gotta say nothing about your pain because you overcame it. But you can help somebody else get out this shit.
Sure.
But the hair shit that I never heard by knowing you almost 30 years, it like kind of like fucks me up and look at like, God damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's wild, man. And I love you to death, man. Like real talk, man. Because you made it this far, and then you raised 3 kids. You raised 3 kids, and you give them so many different morals of life and everything. You give them everything. They love you to death.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And you still move in a fashion that you wasn't taught, that you taught yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I never had a pop, so I learned from the streets. Where I learned a lot of dumb shit. You see what I'm saying? It's like I didn't know, and it's almost the same thing, but your hustle was different because you was no pop or no mom, so you just had to get it out the dirt. I had a number of women around me, so which made me soft because I had nothing hard. You took your shit, you was in the streets with it, and you took it and made it positive. And that's a blessing, man. That's one of the greatest blessings in the world, man. That's like a walking angel, man. And you know what I'm saying? Listen, man, this is a walking testimony right here, man. You ain't never seen one. There it is right there. You know what I'm saying? True story.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? But to stay back on topic, I was raised by women. So that's how I learned how to treat women and had the respect for women. Well, I didn't call women bitches and hoes and all that different stuff of that nature. But I learned cheating, from the streets. So, that's basically my take on that topic. I mean, how about yourself? Anybody? Tank Breezy?
And I mean, don't get me wrong. I appreciate, the you glorify me, G, but and I'm not gonna blame it on my mom not being present, but just a little part of me feels like if my mom was present, maybe I could have been, 100% to all my kids. And I only got 3, but I feel like I could have been 100% because I feel like I wasn't 100% to my twins, my 24-year-old twins. You know what I mean? I wasn't 100%, a super good dad. I mean, I was their father, I was their dad, but I think I could have been a little better. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
But see, you know that now though.
Yeah.
It's a learning curve. Like my son, 24 years old, I could have been way better than him. You see what I'm saying? Like when you come up without that nurturing or that positive image to tell you how to raise a kid, you don't know. So we're going on the fly. Right. Or the baby mom, you got attitude, oh man, fuck, I'm not dealing with that. I'm not dealing with you. It's like you learn as you go. But once you learn, you give them everything. Right. And then the youngest one, I know now. Some will do better. Now the older ones might get mad how you treating the younger one, but you gotta understand, I was immature then. I explained it to my kids, I was immature them days. Yeah. I tell my son over and over, whether you believe me or not, son, I apologize. I was wrong. I was wrong. And I'm not trying to show that I'm a better father's raising them. I'm a better father, period, all around the board because I'm learning on the go. I'm still learning as we speak because there's no handbook on how to be a fucking parent. Mm-hmm. And we get it the worst as far as fathers. You see what I'm saying? And I learned the hard way and the long way. It wasn't easy for you, bro. And don't ever sit there and say you ain't do the best you can because you didn't know what the best was. So you did what you can do. And you made it this motherfucking far to the point where they can look at you and say, damn, Dad, we love you, we appreciate you. You see what I'm saying? Nobody got a perfect beginning. This motherfucker's beginning worse than ours. At least you showed up, at least you was there. Time motherfucker never was there. Never gave a fuck because of the mom. I ain't fucking with her, and so I ain't fucking with you. I was like that. Well, I ain't mess with the mom, so I just don't have to deal with the confrontation. It was crazy, the bad decision. But bro, let me tell you something. Don't blame yourself, bro. Don't blame yourself. Don't put it on you, man. That's one thing you take off your back, man. You did the best you can do with what you had. Yeah, man. You see what I'm saying? And you did a great fucking job, man. You did a great. I wish you could see this motherfucking Christmas tree. This motherfucker got a Christmas tree in the studio. You know what I'm saying? A Christmas tree in the motherfucking studio. That goes to show, man. Not to mention, grandpa. Got two grandpops here, man. Yeah. Two grandpops, man. You see what I'm saying? So now what you did with your kids, the baby gonna get up. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. 3 grandpops. See, they brand new. See, you got 3 grandpops. Got 3 grandkids over here. Got 1 and 1. I ain't got nothing.
It's actually 4 grandpops.
No, I ain't got.
He ain't get the news yet. She just your wife just put in a text. Just yeah.
See that motherfucker phone. That shit ain't working. You ain't gonna get me. No, but you like we off topic a little bit. But what you see here is 4 men that have been through different traumas and different styles and different fashions, and we still pushing. And we made it through. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna say we completely made it through. We're still making it through as we move on. You see what I'm saying? And then we're using each other's strengths to keep us strong. You see what I'm saying? Because this is our breath of fresh air right here from our lives outside of this situation right here. We can get together, we can talk to y'all, we can vent. That's what this show is for. To get to y'all and come to y'all and vent and basically just like talk. Because there's people out there that's going through similar things and don't know how to get through it. You see what I'm saying? And it's easy to reach out and talk to somebody. Well, it's hard to talk to everybody, but you gotta talk to somebody that means something to you, or talk to a stranger. Talk to somebody that don't completely know you, that they can't judge you or reiterate what you're talking about to nobody, because they don't even know who the hell you are, and just get it out your system. You know what I'm saying? You know, but let's did you want to touch? Let's move on. So okay, do men shut down in arguments to avoid issues or prevent saying something that can be undone?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with that.
I don't know, because I try to shut down, then I end up saying some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, and then once anything, like I tell my wife.
Sometimes a woman can keep nagging, and they can make you say some crazy stuff. But for the most part, us men, we walk away. We shut down, we walk away. Mm-hmm. I know I do.
I mean, I shut down, but sometimes when I don't know. I guess it's the Virgo in me. Sometimes when I feel like
so is the Virgo a freak or
it's a Scorpio?
Yeah, it's a Scorpio.
I don't know. Scorpio's freaks.
Yeah,
that's what Virgo's freaks. I don't know.
Just because you know a Virgo and I do.
No, I just said my mom. All right.
Oh shit. So anyway. But no. I sometimes if I feel as though I'm right, man, I'm always saying, well, it don't make sense, explain this to me, and let me get a better scenario, and that's like, and I might make a scenario, well, if this is that, and this and that, and how would that be that, and I don't get that, that's how I go, what I mean?
Like I said, I hate arguing, and when we do argue, I try my best to walk away, but sometimes something smart, some crazy, they hit below the belt. And
so when you know you're right, for a fact, like I'm right about this.
Yeah.
And she's now
see, like when you get to when I get to, like, for instance, when I know I'm right and I'm far from wrong, and you just keep going, I lose it. And there's no pause. I'm really snapping because I break my neck and do things the right way, and you still accuse me of something that you're wrong about. And that shit, I'll blow a gasket. You know what I'm saying?
Because we men all got to just get to the point where we know we're logical. Where our logic, we can know we right because we're logical, but they can still be because they're going off of their emotions.
Yeah.
So, I mean, sometimes we just got to just be like, all right, I know 2 + 2 = 4, but she's saying 2 + 2 = 5 because she feels it off of her emotion.
I feel the same.
Yeah, I mean, so sometimes we just gotta be like, you know what, you're right. Who cares?
No, but you're right though. You're so right. I mean, but like it's a lot of times I do walk away, but there's just certain times, man, you get tired. Like, wait a minute. Like I'm not the perfect guy, but I try my best to be right and do right in every like a lot of situations. You sitting there banging it or just doing it. It's like you do it on purpose because we're not arguing. You want a reaction, and I don't like that. I don't like when people think if you're not arguing in a relationship, something's wrong with it. You don't have to argue in a relationship. If it's going good, just let it go good. That don't mean something's happening or it's a secret somewhere. Just let it keep going good. Don't throw a monkey wrench and just knock me the fuck back. And I just climbed up 15 stairs and I just fell back 5 fucking steps. And I'm, you know what I'm saying? You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let's see. Let's go to the last topic we're here, man. Do you think the only men your wife or girlfriend is talking to is you and God? Can men and women have platonic friendships?
That's a double bubble.
I mean, me personally, I don't think my wife only talks to me and God. I mean, I don't know what she does on social media. You know, she probably have like old friends. She probably say happy birthday to or comment to and listen. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's the only way I can say. Or I might see somebody in the street and have a full conversation. Talking to on the phone, I don't know. I don't think so. And I would hope not. But you know,
chest to chest hugs.
I mean, yeah. Like I say, you know, yeah. God damn, smoke. I'm chest to chest with anybody. Hey, all love. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, what y'all think?
Talking to somebody else but me and God. I mean, you know, I think so too. You know, because
you just never know.
You just never know. Yeah, I was about to.
You just never know.
Yeah, you just never know. You know, your trust and your belief is but you know, you would never know. You would never know.
You just never know.
You know what I mean? You know.
But we talking about talking to, not in the aspect of trying to get together. Probably talking to, saying
still,
like conversation wise.
Still would never know.
Yeah, you never know. You're right.
Still would never know. Like, you know what I mean? You know, it might be somebody that she talking to conversation wise as a coworker. She might be venting to him about something.
Yeah.
Not even about
you might be buying a lunch. Who knows?
Not even
so somebody bought your wife lunch.
Of course, I know they did.
Oh,
of course. Listen, somebody bought your wife lunch too.
No, I don't know. She don't work no men.
Man, the boss. The boss.
Oh, the boss did. The boss bought lunch.
Somebody done bought everybody girl or white lunch over here, man.
Well, I know bought no girl no lunch.
The sprinkler guy came through and said, you know, I don't know nice looking. No.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but yeah, you never know.
Yeah, you never know.
You know, like I said, it could be somebody that, you know, that your wife or your girlfriend might vent to about something dealing with your child's school. You know, it don't have to be always, you know, relationship stuff or whatever. You know, it could be, you know, she might be venting to somebody about, you know, how food went up. You know, how she can't buy no stamps or nothing like that or whatever. You know, if they still selling stamps and, you know, it doesn't have to be about, you know, the cheating aspect. You know what I mean? You know, it just.
So the second part of that question, you think your girl can have a platonic relationship with another man? Platonic friendship, I mean?
Nah, I don't know.
No?
It's too rocky, man, because you know what I mean, guys is once listen, and I'm not a big fan of this guy, but you know, Steve Harvey said, you know, the opposite sex will keep you at an arm's reach, but you as a man or you as a woman, because the women is not safe neither. If it's a kink in that armor somewhere, they coming through. You know what I mean? You know, regardless or whatever. You know what I mean? You know, 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to say everybody, but 9 times out of 10, that friend, that coworker, that associate, whatever you want to call them, you know, if a kink is in that armor and you sees, if that other party sees an opening, they might take a stab at it, they might be curious about it, or they might go all the way. Either three.
I mean, I think I think my wife can have a friend, because I believe I can trust her to stay thorough, stay decent, and that's me rolling the dice on my belief.
Okay.
You You know what I'm saying? You know, because if the shoe was another foot, I will be decent and stay. You know what I mean, but it's hard for her.
Let me ask you a question, Jake. This is, off topic, just a teeny bit. Now, that platonic friend that your wife have, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can she talk to him him in front of you? Like, can she just answer the phone and put it on speaker and talk regular in front of you?
I believe so. She should be comfortable too. There should be no hidden agendas. You know what I'm saying? Because if she does that,
so have you ever heard her talk to her male friend?
No.
Okay.
No.
You've never heard her talk to her, but she has a platonic friend though.
No, she don't have one.
Oh, she don't have one.
No, we're on topic saying, do you think she can have one?
Oh, okay.
All right.
Would you be strong enough to deal with that though? Would you be strong enough to be in the crib and your girl get a call from a platonic friend and you just sit back and you listen like? You listen to this conversation, and the first thing, as men, we territorial. As men, you sitting back saying, "She couldn't talk to me about this TV show. She talking to him about."
No, but see, what's funny? I wouldn't look too deep into it. I give you a rope. I give you a rope.
But we men, we territorial.
You're right, but I'm not insecure.
And that don't got to do nothing with insecure. We territorial.
So lies. So if your girl, phone around and it was another guy, there's a coworker.
We already said no.
What you mean?
He said he can't do that. He wasn't going to do that.
Listen, no. To your answer, to your question, no.
But with you, answer your own question.
Me, it never happened before, but I can't see that happening. Like you said, I would be like, oh, what are you calling you about a TV show or something?
Yeah,
I couldn't.
And I'm your man.
I wouldn't.
I'm your man.
I wouldn't get mad and dump her or leave her. But I'd be like, I'd be questioning.
But say you met the boy before. He's a cool dude, whatever. You met him before. You know him.
I done met plenty of dudes that I was knocking off their girl like. That it still don't mean like
right. Okay, so I'm gonna throw a curveball in.
Go ahead.
Now, what if it's a new friend, a new platonic friend
from a new job? Okay.
From a new job.
Got you.
Talking on the phone.
Talking on the phone.
That's something totally different.
Why? Why would it be?
I mean, I would.
Because it's new?
I would have to know more about the situation. I would have to know why.
He's a co-worker. I just met him.
I understand.
He just moved. He walked to this job.
I would have to fill it out because, like, for instance, like, if I work with a female co-worker, you see what I'm saying, and she want to call and find out where we going, what address we going to next, or what's the next move. I would want her to know this is the things we talk about.
So your wife would be cool with that?
No, that's what I'm explaining to her. I'm talking to you. This is the thing we talk about. This is what goes on. It's nothing outside of that.
So your wife would be cool with it though?
I can't speak for her.
Oh.
But I'm just saying, I would if it was like that, and you just talking about stuff like that, scheduling up, I would. I mean,
I just think my wife. I know my wife wouldn't be cool with that. My wife wouldn't be cool with that. If another female coworker called my phone to talk about something job related, my wife wouldn't be cool with that.
Okay.
She wouldn't be cool with that.
Job related?
Yeah, job related. I'm talking about job related.
Okay.
Not just talking about TV shows. I'm talking about something job related.
Hold on, job related, I'm cool with. But if they calling you about, hey, did you listen, I just saw this good movie or whatever, you need to check it out,
exactly,
whatever. Like, what?
Yeah. Once it get to that point, it's something different.
Now y'all listen. I feel like I made up this word, but I probably didn't. But now y'all cupcaking. I don't like that.
Yeah.
You're not gonna cupcake with my chick. Like, what?
Cupcake. Cupcake.
No, but like what you said, like the work wise.
Okay.
Yeah, once you start talking outside of work wise, that's something totally different. She called me and told me, yo, you taste that new, what's the name of this camp? We're not gonna do that. Yeah, we talk about this and talk about that. Because one thing, I don't want to make my partner feel uncomfortable with this situation.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, damn, y'all talk about that at work? Or y'all do this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's keep it professional. Let's keep it to the point.
Yeah.
And same thing with her. Let's keep it professional, keep it to the point. That's what they're calling you switch times, or can you work for me this day because, you know what I mean? And then stuff like that, that's something totally different. You know what I mean?
Now what if what if he say, hey, work related, right? such and such. I think I'm gonna be a little late today. Da 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 da. You know what I mean? So just tell such and such. Hey, it's slippery out there, or it's snowing out there. Make sure you get your umbrella, or not drive safe, because that's a little bit safer though, but whatever. But it's raining real hard. Make sure you get your umbrella. You don't want to get too wet.
Smoke, what the hell?
No. I'm not curving it like that. I'm just saying, make sure you get your umbrella because you don't want to get too wet. No, I'm not saying it in that aspect. I'm just saying make sure you. So it's raining real hard.
She call your girl. You might get all this rain ahead. Make sure you get your umbrella. I don't want you to get wet.
No. I'm talking about coming in. Hey, listen, tell such and such. I'm gonna be late or whatever. It's raining cats and dogs out here. Make sure you bring your umbrella because I don't want you to get too wet.
That's not a good one, Smoke.
Why? How is not a good one?
Gotcha. That's basically giving you a heads up. I don't want you to get wet. I'm trying to look out for you. I mean,
no.
Maybe you didn't see the weather coming out the door.
So what are you implying? What do you think that implies? That mean?
But like, just say you're gonna be late and tell such and such that if you're gonna be late, tell such and such I'm gonna be late.
So just don't tell her you're gonna get wet.
Yeah. Why you? I'm up and I know and I got a window just like you. You don't have to tell me not to grab my umbrella. You don't want to get too wet. Fuck is you? You getting too personal a little bit. I'm trying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
You're getting a little too personal.
Oh shit!
Do y'all think so? You're getting a little too personal.
All right, so I'm gonna look at the topics, right? The topics is, do men, the last three, do men misunderstand?
Oh man,
Shut up, y'all.
Do men misunderstand women because they never taught how to listen? All right, so what if this platonic friend? What if this platonic friend listens to your girl more, right?
Yeah.
Number 4, do men shut down in arguments to avoid issues to prevent saying something that they can't undo? So what if she talks to this platonic friend because she said every time I try to argue with or say something, he shuts down, right? Mm-hmm. So it seemed like all these three kind of like conjoined in together, and it's just like I don't. The platonic friend thing is definitely.
Yeah, I can see Frankie up there.
What the fuck? What the
hell? Make sure you get that red umbrella that go with your red jacket and stuff like that.
That's crazy, bro.
Oh man, let's get to this game, man.
All right, let's get to this game.
Let's get this game.
Hey, G, come on, man.
Grab that umbrella that I got you for Pauline and shit like that. You remember?
The fuck shit. Don't you call me about no motherfucker telling me you're gonna get wet.
Man.
Hey, Smoke, take it up a little bit, Smoke. Let's play this game real fast, bro.
Shucks.
All right, fellas. Now, y'all know the scenario. I'm gonna ask the question. Y'all say either red flag or green flag, and then we explain basically, why you say what it is.
Mm-hmm. Red flag. Don't call me about no motherfucker.
So instead of going against each other, we're going to answer as a group. You know what I mean? So let's start off with the first round. We got 4 rounds, okay? Mm-hmm. First round. What if your girl has a male friend she swears is like a brother? And that's
red flag.
Red flag.
Red flag.
Yeah, red flag.
Rain flag. Don't be fucking umbrella. No, red flag.
I say green flag.
Okay. Why green flag?
I say green flag.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Because my girl got a homie that she says, this like my brother, y'all grew up together, or whatever.
Who is this?
No, right. I don't know who he is.
You never met him?
No.
He's like a brother to it, you never met him?
I had to meet him. For me to understand and agree.
Oh, okay.
So I'm using the sense that I met him. He's a cool dude. He's a homosexual. And you know what I mean? And he's in his flamboyant way, and she's living her heterosexual life, and they real cool. You understand? They real cool. They best friends.
Okay. I ain't gonna answer this one. Well, go ahead, B.
I mean, it's iffy, man, because it's like if you do answer this one way, you looked at it as controlling or insecure.
Got you.
But like I was saying before, last time, like men, we territorial, and it's like I'm cool with you having work friends and somebody you talk to about work business, this, that, and other. But when I come home and you supposed to be my peace, and you got this, he's like a brother to me that you're talking to. Like
And he's not your actual blood brother.
like no, I'm not going with that.
Nah.
I mean, call it controlling, insecure, whatever y'all want to call it, but I'm not going for it.
Yeah, I'm like me. I kind of agree with you, B Breeze. Yeah, he is not like a brother. Did he grow up with you the same household? Did y'all? You know what I mean? Like,
So we got 3 red flags, one green.
I mean, I had a girl at one time, and you know, she said somebody that was a friend, you know, was like a brother to her, and she said, you know, he was gay, and all I said was, don't matter, he still got a Johnson.
Okay, so I understand, but his Johnson is for okay. So 3 red flags, 1 green.
yeah. All right.
All right, round 2. Okay, what if during an argument your woman says you just don't listen? So that's a red flag or green flag?
Oh no, that was a slap. My bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you slapped it with the red flag?
Slapped it with the black flag.
Or you slapped it with the umbrella?
No.
I'm gonna say this for me. That's a green flag because guess what? Most arguments I don't listen. I fall on deaf ear. It falls on deaf ear. So I don't listen to most arguments. So that's a green flag to me. Green flag. I barely listen to arguments.
I'm definitely not going to listen if the whole argument is off. If it's off of you an emotion.
So you're
not talking logical.
So you red flag?
I mean, like I said, I think I'm a piggyback off a Tank.
No, it's red flag, green flag.
No, I think I'm a green flag.
Oh, green flag? Okay.
If it's, you know what I mean, if I can listen if it's not emotional.
Mm-hmm.
I say red flag.
I say green flag because
Okay, 3 greens, 1 red.
Yeah, green flag because
You don't listen to arguments, man. You fall on deaf ears. Nah, I ain't listen.
No, you know what? I'm gonna take that back. It's a red flag because you know I do listen. Because you won't tell me I don't listen. I'm gonna tell you you're not listening to me.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna listen to you, and you gonna say, and I'm gonna say back to you, especially if I'm trying to get a point across, and I feel like my point is valid, not more valid than yours, but my point is valid.
All right, I got a right to say something too. Let me get my point across.
Yeah, but you getting your point across, and you're still not listening to what her point is.
No, I'm listening. I'm listening.
Yeah.
I'm listening because you know what I mean. You know, it's.
She's saying you're not listening because you're not agreeing with her.
No, I'm gonna say I'm listening, but I don't have to agree with you.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's a 2-way street. You know what I mean? You know, you can't. The worst thing about an individual, because man or woman, you can't have tunnel vision about nothing. Like you have to see things both ways or whatever way it can go. You got to look at it both ways. You know what I mean? You can't just be, you know, like just an asshole about it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta at least try to understand what the opposite sex is telling you about. Like, hey, you know, this and that, and this, and you be like, you know what? All right, well, you know, elaborate or make me understand or whatever, because I don't understand. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you that I don't understand what's going on. So, you know.
Okay, so we got 2 and 2 in there. Okay, that's good. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So round 3. What if your partner brings up past trauma mid-argument?
Green flag. It's definitely a green flag. But I would love for somebody to tell me that, you know what I mean, they traumatized on, you know what I mean, some past trauma, like, is making them feel this type of way so I can understand them better. Like, if I feel like you, like most women do, if they just going off for emotion, that's when men usually shut down. But if she stops and be like, hey, yo, it's because I was treated this way back then. I'm seeing the outcome of our problem this way. I will love it. So I can understand, oh, okay, this is the problem. So that's definitely a green. Green flag for me.
Red flag.
Yeah.
You're not going to keep bringing up that goddamn same story every time we get to this point in argument. Like, and think you're going to win every time. Because I didn't have the same goddamn type trauma.
It's if she keeps bringing it up.
That's what I just said.
But if they bring it up this one time so you can understand it.
No, but my whole thing is I'm going to be beyond this here and say.
So you think they're gonna keep bringing it up?
Of course.
All right, then. I mean, it don't say that though.
I know, but
if this one argument y'all having, and she be like, "Yo, it's because this." Now, y'all situation, y'all married, so that might happen. What you saying? It might happen.
Well, I'm saying.
I didn't pull it off. I did it to Smoke. He got mad at me.
What?
Oh. I'm gonna say I'm gonna agree with G.
Pull it off. All right, it's right here.
I'm gonna agree.
It's right there. I'm gonna get it for you. It's right there. I almost got it. You gotta sit still. You keep moving. I got it. There you go.
I'm gonna agree with G. Oh, crazy. I'm gonna agree with G. It's a red flag because you're not. We already know your trauma. I should know your trauma because I'm already, your boyfriend or your husband or whatever. Mm-hmm. So You're not going to use this as a crutch every time we get into something. Mm-hmm. No, you're not going to, you saying that so I can shut down and just leave you alone?
Every time, yeah.
No, you're not using this as
like
a
wrong
crutch.
Is wrong, right is right.
Yeah, exactly. Just because
you
know it's wrong and you're going to use this to make your point valid,
make it feel anger to my emotion. Yeah.
But if it's your first argument though, if it's your first argument on this problem and they bring up like, yo,
that's the first argument. Okay,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's green flag because it don't say bring it up all the time.
Listen,
it's his first argument.
How many times we turned the question to a question we wanted to ask?
Listen, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seven.
6 up? No. We fucking the kids up. No, I see the kids be too many times. They're doing. It's
6, 7.
Like, young boy, what you talking about? It's on TV. You don't know you working with the devil. You know what that means? All right, so let's go. Let's go to round 4. So, did you say flag?
Go round 4.
What's your flag? What's your flag though? Red or green?
I say that's a red flag. You're not gonna keep bringing it up to me. You're not gonna bring it up to me and trying to make me, feel like, feel bad so I can shut, my conversation. Like, all right.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, go round 4.
So round 4. Here we go. Round 4. Last question of all.
Mm-mm.
What if your girl randomly asks, "Do you think we'll last?"
Yes, we will, baby. Yes, we will. That's the answer I'm gonna give her. Do I know for a fact? No, I don't. But that's the answer I'm gonna give her.
Red or green
I'm
flag.
gonna say
that to you randomly.
That's a red flag.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a red flag. Because I'm thinking, like, what will make you or possess you to even say something like that? Like, what's going on in our relationship, or what's going on in this conversation that makes you just come out and ask you?
What you think
we gonna last?
Maybe she's just curious, thinking like, maybe at the clear blue, she's just curious, like, dang, like, I know we've been together 11 years.
No,
you think you're gonna make another 11?
You should know.
No, already know
from my actions and things going on.
Know.
So if you asking that, something's going on.
Why
who the fuck you been talking to? To make you think like this?
Okay.
Like,
why you gotta question our relationship?
See, listen to them single ass girlfriends again that ain't got shit going on. Another nigga done left them, and then you add into your life. You're married. You're taken. You're on another level. You're not single anymore. Once you're not single anymore, you're not on the level.
That shouldn't even be asking.
No.
Got you.
Come on, don't bring it. We ain't even arguing. No, come on.
Yeah. Just out of nowhere.
And excuse my language, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? But come on, I don't talk to my wife like that. But I'm just saying.
What you thinking about?
Yeah, if you in a marriage,
you got something going on.
That question shouldn't come up.
I agree.
Especially from a woman, because they more fairy tale oriented.
Yeah,
they see further down the line of a fairy tale than we do.
Well,
so if something like that come up, do you think we gonna last? Oh, who you just like?
What you
said? Who you been talking to?
Mm-hmm. You got that umbrella question? Huh?
You ain't got that umbrella? You gonna get wet.
Did you just get that umbrella question?
Yeah,
that's why you asked. Is we gonna last?
It's just gonna get wet.
Huh?
You fucked me up. That was a good one. But yeah, so that's the end of the game right there. And this is the end of the show right here. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank y'all for tuning in to episode 13. It got kind of emotional. It got kind of real. But we hope y'all understand and feel our pain And as you can see, we can turn our pain into joy and have a good time with it because we're doing great in life and we got more greater things to do. Like I said, each and every one of these guys, I can vouch for and say we're all going this way, not this way. And I'm gonna tell you why we're not going this way. And this right here, a lot of your young guys out there got to see that. See, when you put togetherness together, shit works. When you got motherfuckers hating in your circle, it won't work. Stay together, stay love. You know what I'm saying? Me and this nigga here, we always gonna go at it. Because it's kid and play, light skin versus dark skin. But one thing for sure, two things for certain, I got nothing but love for this guy from the bottom of my heart. I got nothing but love for this guy from the bottom of my heart. I got nothing but love for this guy from the bottom of my heart. And we are the Onks, and this is your boy G Love.
On Tank.
On Breeze.
You better. What's up with that umbrella? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I ain't trying to.
On smoke. And Breezy, what you gonna tell these young boys to do, man?
Put them guns down, young boys, and bust that juice.
Real fast. Explain what bust that juice is.
You know what I mean? Just put them guns down, make love, man.
Pick love over war.
Love over war.
And Smoke, what you always gonna tell them?
That umbrella's name. Listen, first of all,
What
you know what I mean? I ain't.
We are the